Hey, g'day, everybody in the wonderful world of YouTube. It is Radio Jonesy, and we are broadcasting live on a beautiful Tuesday morning at the moment. What time have we got? It's just past 11 a.m. our time here, and we are doing our thing. It is one of those crazy days where the weather has started with a bit of rain. A lot of cloud. It was a little cooler, but the good news is the rain has stopped and the temperatures are jumping up a 1 degree warmer here and there, and another day later this week is going to be around 15. So really looking forward to some springtime in the garden, some springtime weather, and we're just doing our thing. Let me just adjust that away from that window. The window's letting in a bit too much light for my liking. The joys of coming in at different times during the day. Yeah, and who's seen a few of the latest videos that we've put out there? There's been some fantastic fantastic videos that show you the difficulty of gardening on a property on a hill facing sort of not the best direction, facing east with a ridge over the back. And then when I was on the property on one of the videos doing a bit of weed whacking on the hill, because it is that steep you cannot put a lawnmower on the hill. And here's my good mate Andy from the Odd Collective ALT. Howdy ho, brother. It's my brother from another mother. Well done, mate. Hope you're feeling well. What's the latest on the Andy front? I am still waiting for shifts to arrive. I got a good job yesterday. We done that job. We had a fantastic time. Everything went really, really well on that project. Was highly recommended by others. Yeah, we were looking into that, but that won't be for about another year. But yeah, you're right. That is the way to do it. I used to do that on one of my jobs, as you could probably remember very well. That was a monster remote-controlled lawnmower. But yeah, they're the future of these hills. Getting what do they call it? It gets mapped out, and it does the property absolutely lovely. And yeah, we're looking into that, as we've seen a few from, obviously most of them are coming out of China. We're looking at reviews and pricing, what angles as well, what's the slope rating for that machine. Yeah, we're doing our research. So that is definitely, the longer we stay here, the more we're going to have to do that. I know, the job that caused a couple of days in hospital in Tamworth. Oh man, didn't that what? That was when I was having my issues with my legs. But yeah, those issues, believe it or not, Andy, after all this time, those issues are there, but they're not nowhere near as bad as what they were back then. And this walking routine that I'm into now is really helping, and helping in a number of ways, but definitely getting the blood circulation around the legs. But yeah, I got an infection in the legs while I was doing this job. It was on Melbourne Cup Day, as I recall, because I went into the Tamworth-based hospital and there was no one there. The big horse race was on. I certainly am healthier, my friend, and doing the health kick and doing the eating right, trying to eating right. Man, I didn't have dinner last night because I wasn't even hungry. So snacked on a couple of lollies like later in the night, watching some YouTube. Got up this morning, still weirdly enough, went for a walk, took young Charlie out for a circuit of the block. It was raining. He did not like it. But I thought, you know what, let's just do it. And out we went and around we went and yeah, got him back. And then just had a few, drinking the local regular, which is definitely no good for me. I'm drinking a lot more water, let me say this, but I've been drinking this stuff and I'm open for any potential advertisers. I am definitely up for a challenge. If someone wants to change my mind and change my drinks, I will definitely take that on board. This has just popped on and there is an email. I just decided at 11 o'clock my time to do it. You know what, Shawnee? I was thinking of coming back on at 1 o'clock. I was going to do one live now and one live later, but I am not too sure. But I've got the day off, so I thought I would give this a bit of a crack. Yep, you've backed off the cake. Yeah, but what about the soft drink? That was a joke. Zero sugar is better than sugar. Well, let me say this. Back in, oh God, my memories. I was playing football. And yeah, this stuff's got no sugar, but it wasn't this stuff. I was playing football and it was after a game. I'm sitting in the change rooms and yeah, there's a few guys drinking all sorts of sports drinks and a few other things. And here I am with a can of Coke, like Andy was saying. And I'm drinking the Coke and my football coach hated that product. And as I'm doing this, he's come through and just gone whack and the can's gone flying out, spraying drink over people and doing its thing. And yeah, he basically said, if I catch you drinking that CRAP fertilizer, I will kick you out of the team. Yeah, Wally Lewis and the Winfield Red. Yeah, mate, I hear you. Anyway, he knocked it out of my hand and said, if you're going to drink that garbage, drink the diet stuff, or I won't have it with you drinking that. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of the world, down in the basement is one of my favorite YouTubers who is trying to wonder how her pumpkins aren't growing. Welcome to the stage, Shawnee Grows.
Hello, it's Shawnee. Surprise. So I have a good 40 minutes.
Yeah,
I can
you're
hang
fine.
out.
No,
And then
no,
I have to go to a meeting. And if you go live later, then I can really party. But oh, come on, camera. Jeez.
that's the plan. The plan was to go live later this afternoon, but you know what? I've been watching a few videos, everyone whinging and whining about the 4K. I got to get the 4K. And I'm thinking, I can get the 4K. I got to get 1,000 subscribers. That's my mission.
Exactly. I've seen all these people are now doing these series of I don't know what you say race. I'm not sure what they're calling it. And they'll be showing us on their computer their studio analytics and
Yeah.
it's just make good content. That
That's the bottom line. Actually,
come
the
on.
bottom line is continuing your journey with whatever you're producing your videos and then doing a few lives here and there. The more lives, it's going to get you more watch time. So, it's Shawnee saying diet stuff isn't better.
No, it's not.
Hang on.
Why is this being so difficult?
Because it's got different chemicals in the that pretend to be sugar. That is the
correct. It's still foreign for your body, Jonesy.
But why I've been drinking that for so long. I should be a showcase prime specimen.
Did you watch the video I sent you in the email?
I sure did. That English guy.
That's how you get subs, dude. Do that.
Yeah. Do his video. Man, that video was amazing. Good sound, good camera work.
The shots.
The,
story. It had him playing with the dog. You can do all that.
Yeah, tackle him in the garden bed full of horse crap. That's the way.
Where he's chewing his hat, and he took his glove, and
Well,
I mean,
Charlie
he's
does
got a
that every
bunch.
day. Charlie grabs something and runs. He does it every day, and we got to give him a bloody treat to get it back.
And so yeah, the whole subs conversation. I hope that we find the missing piece for you when we have our chat on my Friday or Saturday, because that is going to be our
Yep.
subject. Spoiler alert. But yeah,
We're
I
just
kind
gonna,
of
yeah,
go ahead.
yeah. Well, no, I'm just gonna try this for a little bit.
It
Yeah.
scared me.
Let me just,
Okay. Yeah, should
yeah.
I
We'll
sit
just give.
like?
No, you're very good. That's
Okay.
excellent. I got to move. This is the way I've seen a few other people improve their video content by getting rid of the top and the bottom, but you got to be
The background stuff.
further away. But
It's
talking
like,
about talking
do you
about
want to?
backgrounds.
Yeah,
And
what's
then,
going on in the background? What are we doing? Bluey!
anyway, yeah, there you go. Talking about background stuff. Well, what did you have anything you wanted to talk about? I was just here.
Sure. Yeah, I do.
Yep, let's do it. What do you got?
So you were introducing me by what's going on with the pumpkin patch, y'all, because that is a most recent video that came out. And I've grown pumpkins in that spot since 2024. And I was at the garden today in the afternoon, which I don't enjoy. I don't enjoy hot burning sun, I tell you that.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah.
Hot burning sun. But I was perusing through my field, my potato patch with the marigolds, and then the one side is the fall garden. We had the kids do another row, and we got 22 pounds of good potatoes. The ones that were green we put back in the ground. And I'm walking through all the things that volunteered in that patch, if you've seen on the channel.
Yep.
And I actually do have a winter squash plant with 2 winter squash on it.
Hang on. A winter pumpkin.
And then I've got 1 pumpkin that's round growing. And so not all is lost, because I tell you what, I've been really low and down and bummed about my lack of a pumpkin patch this year, because there's like 6 weeks or less left. If them flowers don't have fruit, it's not going to mature. And that's what's happening, where I was supposed to have so much money saved because I will have food for the winter, and then all the carving pumpkins, and then all the decoration pumpkins. Because to buy those, it's hundreds of dollars for my size family and for my vision, and I was gonna grow it all. And so then tonight, when I saw I have at least 3 that I've grown in a place that I didn't water at all, I don't get it. I don't get it.
That's the whole joy of gardening and YouTube. A lot of stuff you think you're doing something 100% correct, everything fantastic, and it does not work. And then you put something out like my latest Radio Jonesy video that's up at around 12,000 views. And why can't that be recreated? It probably can. I'm going through the comments, and I've been talking to chat about, see, these comments are coming in from different people. Give me something that works, that responds to these comments.
Correct.
And it's given me a lot of ideas. So
good. That's the way we idea farm to get more content.
Yeah, and really, I had not been thinking that. I've just been going off what's been up here and what's been really I've been thinking about.
Or here.
Yeah, and I've just been throwing it out there, and some of it doesn't stick at all. Like talking about doesn't stick, the shorts have just gone. Whoosh,
Are you getting like 22 people instead of 1,000?
Yeah. I was getting good numbers at the start and subscribers every day from the shorts. Admittedly, the content has changed from what I was farming out at the start, but now now I've gone into the editing mode. I don't know if you've seen the latest one with the seahorses.
Nope.
So that was an old video that I've got on stock. When my daughter was here 3 years ago, we went down to the seahorse farm. The Seahorse World is a place in Tasmania where you can go, and they breed seahorses, not to release into the wild, because apparently if you breed seahorses in containers or in what are they called, fish tanks, for the want of a better name, they don't survive when you release them into the wild. So they're breeding. No, seriously,
Imagine that.
they're breeding seahorses for the aquarium world. And have you ever seen seahorses that just drop them out? There's thousands of them. They just come out and there's
My son showed me them being born once.
pretty cool.
It's amazing. Yeah.
It is amazing, and it's the male too. Did you know that?
Yes, I did.
Wow. Well, anyway, I found that video in one of my files, and I went, you know what? Up she goes. I really haven't had a look. I'm giving that at least till tonight.
Okay. I was going to ask, is it performing at all?
No, probably not. Let me have a look now, actually, since we're.
I did change. I'm not posting shorts every day anymore, Jonesy.
Yes. For finances, it's probably a good move, to be honest.
It's just a waste of my time. And then, you know what I'm trying to think about ahead? You know, I'm a planner. Have you met me? You know, clipboards, planning, agendas, right? What am I going to do this winter, Jonesy, for my channel?
You're going to talk about Tasmania and how good it is over here.
I'm just going to
and promote this guy, this chubby little face guy.
You'll be growing a garden. And so like my live streams are fine. Like lives are going to keep going. And so I'm trying to plan, do I make videos and put them aside in a little box to come out in the winter and confuse everyone?
That's like, no, that's a very good idea. You could say,
okay,
last August, I found blah, 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 and that's your video. And then it was late in the fall, or fall. No,
or autumn.
Yeah, late in the fall, this happened, and that's the way you can announce it while there's 3 foot of snow outside. You can be
because I mean, I can still upload snow videos, no problem if we get it.
I'd enjoy seeing that.
Yeah, because I'll be out in the wild where there's drips up to my nose.
That's what I'd like to see, actually, how crazy it can be in your part of the world. So,
Michael O'Connor wanted to say hi. I'm saying hi back, Michael O'Connor. Guess what I did today? I went to the terrible dentist today.
Ouch. But in both ways. Ouch in the mouth and ouch in the financial hit.
$315, I think it was today for me. Yeah.
Wow. I'm glad you earned a lot of money last month.
That went in my fridge, tell you the truth, Jonesy. In my gas tank this morning.
Let me tell you, I'm having a good run with that video too.
That's right. Yeah. We'll compare notes later.
We will.
I will.
Won't make it public that I'm almost a millionaire through YouTube, but if I lived in.
We're still in the 3 digits, folks.
Think of a country that your money sounds like it's $1 million and it's only
when you flip it? Yeah.
Yeah, Australian money, it's only a few dollars.
Yeah, the dentist I actually do enjoy to a point. For there's a lot of levels to this. One, it's just me. When I have a dentist, my husband comes and watches the kids. So it's whatever that means. And so
the pearly whites are a lot wider today.
Are they shiny?
Yes.
She said my teeth are don't make me big. Come on.
Come on. Look at that smile, people. That smile costs $300 today.
$315. So she goes, your teeth look better than they've ever looked, which was great because I've had some work done. And what's great about it is it's all moms with kids that work there. And so my hygienist has followed along with, we don't know where we're going to live, drama with the husband. She's followed along with, we bought a house, now we need to put it somewhere. So she got to hear the update today on it's on the land now, that whole thing. And then we always talk about the age of our children and the things coming up in their life. And it's the question of how was the summer and we homeschool, what do you do with homeschool? And then she always goes, okay, I got a gardening question, and she had a bouquet of flowers that she grew, and we talked about that, and I told her about some Minnesota resources for seeds, which is part of our conversation on Friday, Saturday as well. We're going to do a seed talk for our gardening section. And so I was showing her, like, this is what she said. She goes, I don't go on YouTube. She does not go on YouTube. Have you met somebody like that? Because I said, just go to my channel and you can see my garden.
Wrong button. Really?
She does not use YouTube.
Hang on, ready for the thumbnail? We'll cut that one out
Yeah, go ahead.
for future use. No, YouTube. Wow, that's amazing because
Yeah,
it is the new
TV.
TV. Yeah, like last night. Last night, everyone I knew I wasn't working today. So hey, let me say this before yesterday, especially if anyone from my company is listening. Yesterday, I went to work for this guy, this client, and the two of us that went out there, Team Jonesy, going out to this job, and man, we knocked it out of the park for him. We done the job twice as quick as any other client has worked for them in the past. And he said, "You guys are amazing." He said, "I really appreciate what you've done. I'm going to really highlight this in my paperwork when I go home and back to the office. And your supervisor will be getting an email because this is what we want. We want this service when we ask for the traffic management that we do on our part-time gig here." And he absolutely then I'll tell you how he appreciated it later after the live or later.
Okay.
We won't say it officially on air, but it's good to know that a client is that happy with you compared to other people. And there were different companies too, not just our company, but
Okay.
he's had some from our company that was very unhappy with and slowed him down, where we just knocked all this out of the park. And that
We
they were
beat.
they were moving around doing upgrades to the town lighting, like street lighting, the pole.
Yes.
And there's a lot of mucking around setting everything up. And then certain places that they can't do because you need 4 people. And I suggested, I've done this before this way, or let's just do it like this. And he said, "Well, I didn't realize you could do it that way." And I said, "You sure can." And bang, job was done, completed. And he said that job would have cost us 3 times as much with a different crew. And I said, "Well, Team Jonesy is the team you need." Anyway, long story short, I got this really good rep, and then I'm sitting at home today doing nothing.
No calls. It's good practice. It's good practice for Jonesy on his way to retirement.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm enjoying the YouTube as long as YouTube's around, and I don't
Yeah.
care now. I'm playing all fields as well. I'm on TikTok, Radio Jonesy. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Facebook or Fakebook.
Okay. See, I haven't done that. I've been watching, I've been taking notes on how other
Mhm.
people are running them because I don't really understand them. I do not even
No,
use Instagram.
well, I'm just filling them up, putting stuff out there, and then waiting for them to hit me up to say it's about time you join our monetization programming. That's what happened to a friend of mine. So I'm
Do
just
you
playing.
think you'll be doing multiple destinations for lives to Facebook and YouTube?
No,
No, why not?
I don't. I don't think Facebook to YouTube is a success. A lot of people try it. A lot of people talk about it. Um, I've just never really seen anybody or seen the feedback from real creators, not these part-time people like I am right now that want to be somewhere. No, it's definitely Facebook is a weird and wonderful place. You think that you think comments are bad here when you get negative comments. It's
Right.
10 times worse there. 10 times
Right.
worse.
Half
Ask
the
Andy.
time, it's like just burn it down over on Facebook. Burn it down.
Yeah.
It's the newspaper for me. That's the best way I can explain it. It's where I go for, oh, there's a kite festival. Great, I get the information from there. Oh, there's a city meeting tonight. Okay, I get the information from there, and then I get on
Yeah.
the email list. Like I use it like the newspaper.
Same. Like I use it for the park run where I go to. Did you see the email I sent you? Did that
Uh
link
huh.
work?
Wait, there was
For
a
the,
link.
yeah,
I
for the
watched all.
park.
There's
I
all
sent
the.
you photos.
Oh, the
Yes.
Facebook one.
Yes. Did
Yeah,
that open?
I went in there. Yep. I
Okay, good.
liked stuff. I don't know if I'm supposed to touch it, but
You,
yeah.
you can do whatever you want there, but I just thought you
Okay.
might like to see all the stuff that they take instead of
There's
just
like
the pictures.
155. Yeah.
Yeah, instead of just the pictures I send of.
I got that too. Yeah. I was looking
Yeah.
at your different outfit choices.
Oh, the white one's disgusting. I'll never wear that again.
I was looking at the different types of hats. Like one hat is definitely different than the other, on your head.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, definitely. I'm quite. I gave one away the other day. I think I told you that one where a guy at the racing car place.
Yes.
He asked for something, and I said, "Well, if I knew this was going to happen, I would have prepared." But here's a couple of stickers, and do you want a hat? And I just took it off his head and said, "There you go." And he said, "We'll have to put that on the rear windscreen, under the rear wind
Wind
screen
screen
when we race for good luck."
race. Yeah.
And I said, "That would be awesome."
Yeah.
But
So do you want to hear more about my day? Because it's been kind
I
of
would
a
love to.
SHIT show over here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's go.
So, before we went to the dentist, before we did the gardening thing this morning, I was moderating for a beautiful gardening chat. It had 114 people in the chat, and I was
Was
the only
this was this
moderator.
was this would have been 1 a.m. my time?
Well, 10
Gardner,
a.m.
Gardner,
here. Yeah,
Gardner Rob, or would have Gardner? Was that the one?
the one with I could put it in the chat. I don't know if I should
Well,
say it.
oh, it doesn't matter. Okay, just don't worry about it. Just continue
Okay.
to say. I think I
So,
know the one you're talking about.
my mod buddy was out for an appointment, and so it was just moi, and it was going great. But like right before we went live,
Till doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
there was a window in my kitchen open, and I go and I look and I see a strange person where they shouldn't be. And I approach the window to figure out why are they on my property in town on my at my deck. And it's an older person with a boy of age of around my kids' age, and I go open the door to the deck and I go, "Good morning." And they're looking at my cat, my Turbo kitty,
Yep.
and she's got something in her hand and it looks like a tube, like of toothpaste, but apparently it was some tuna BS, and she
Okay.
was, like, trying to talk to him. Now, he lost his collar a couple days ago. He loses them every month. He gets in a tree, he gets a bird out of a nest, he gets the collar caught, it falls off of him, he eats the bird, and then I gotta buy another collar.
Poor bird.
So,
Yep.
she goes, "This cat looks like our cat that we lost." And I'm like, "Well, this is Turbo, okay? So, you can go now, right?" I put him
Yep.
in the house, and she's telling me the story of how he looks just like mine, and, "What's his name again?" And she just kinda slow talking and older, and I thought, "Okay, well, I got stuff to do," and I went in, right?
A bit like
So,
me. Yep.
now I'm moderating, and my kids are in and out and doing things, and my oldest goes in that lady's back, and I go, "What?" And so
Mm.
I go to the kitchen and I can see they're on my deck now. It's the lady, the boy, and now another person. It must be her daughter, the mother of the boy. And they're in my window because now my cat's inside safe, right? Because I'm scared at this point they're gonna snatch him. And
Yep.
he's in the window and they're looking and they're like, "See, look at his eyes and look at his nose and look at his," and I'm going, "Ooh." I already told Mark what happened in the first place. And so then they bring me a flyer, and it's talking about how you have to go down my road, across a highway, across the railroad tracks, past a gas station, past an industrial park to get to where they live, where this cat supposedly came from.
Yep.
And it needs medication every day. And I'm like, in my head, I go, if this cat's been lost for how long and it needs meds every day, don't you think it's by now? But I did not say that to them because they were doing the whole, well, I used to pet him every day and da 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 da
Yeah.
da. And
Mm-hmm.
then they started accusing me of stealing him again. And she goes, "Well, he looks just like him." D But I'm not saying you took him, and I'm like, "Look, I got this cat out of a wall in the feed mill because it fell and was born at the top, and I've had it since it was this big, and I bottle fed this thing, and it's my cat." So then I go, "Did you talk to the pound, like the Humane Society?" And they go, "Yeah, they know. Everybody around here knows that we're looking for our cat Silver." And then she
Oh
was like,
wow.
"Well, they said that we could scan him to see if the chip matches our cat." And I'm like, "Look, my cat is chipped to me, to our house, because he's been to the Humane Society to get fixed, and they chipped him there. And I don't have time for any of this. This is not your effing cat." Like, I
Good
just
to
have been
hear.
full anxiety ever since all this. Then I told Mark, and he goes, "Well, I'm glad they dealt with you instead of me, because I would have been swearing and calling the cops and chasing him out of the property." And I said, "Look, I get it. Your pet is lost." And I said, "Go to that
Yep.
road over there then next if you're really gonna be on this side of the tracks looking for him." It was
Yeah.
awful.
It sounds, yeah. And to be honest, it would be terrible to lose your pet. I
It
know.
is. Yes.
And certain cats, like our cat that passed, there's so many cats that look just got that same,
It's a cat thing.
yeah, it's the same breed, the same style, the same.
There's only so many categories of cat. Yeah.
Yeah, but
But
yeah,
I'm like, he's on my deck. Clearly, he comes to me. He's coming
yeah,
to his name. I said, "I'll show you pictures." And they're like, "Well, I'm not accusing you." Well, that lady is. The person you're with is accusing me anyways. So now I'm
yeah.
like, I don't want my cat stolen. And I can't
Uh,
wait till I move to the country, Jonesy.
moving to the country, gonna eat me a lot of
You
peaches.
know what's sitting next to me? A whole case of peaches.
Eat me a lot of
We
peaches.
just got.
Moving to the country, gonna eat me a lot of peaches. I
So then
wish I
I'm
could write
like
better lyrics.
telling my
Moving.
kids, don't go anywhere near these people. If they come on the property again, come get me right away. Don't be nice to them. Don't get near them. Like, don't get in their car. Just
Yeah,
come get mom.
you can't tell with people anymore. That's exactly right. You know, peaches were put in a can by a man who works in a factory downtown. That's the lyric to the next line.
Did you ever look up Paul Bunyan?
Uh, no, no. I've been, like I said, I've been a little bit busy.
Yeah.
Yesterday was hectic because I was filming and doing stuff and getting that video out. And by the way, the video, the other video I did before that, which was I should have put the gardening, walking around the park video on this channel.
Which you
Remember?
did.
Yes, and it's been an absolute failure.
Mm.
Probably on my part, but maybe the thumbnail wasn't good enough. Maybe I don't know, the planning, the spacing between videos. There's all sorts of reasons. But I thought, you know what? I'll get it out now, and then I'll put my next heading off to work. Okay, Michael. Oh no, I'm heading off to work. I've been up at 4 a.m. Oh, work. That's a 4-letter word I'm trying to get rid of out of my vocabulary.
Are you doing bakery shift tomorrow, Michael?
Bakery shift.
Oh, back Tasmania. How do I get to your channel? I'm lost.
That's right. You a member or what? I haven't got members yet, but you can be one.
Oh,
pay $100 a month.
$100, he says.
No.
Okay, videos.
He's cooking, whatever that
8
means.
days ago, 140. No, just cooking. Okay. 2 days ago, 24 views. 1 day ago, 72 views. I tell you what, Jonesy, I can't watch you cut the grass no more.
No. You know what? You know
can't
what?
do it.
Right now, it's this high again.
Shut up.
It's good. I went over the other side twice where I'm making the garden bed because I have to get the peas in the ground.
Yes, you do.
They are extra long now.
Or you're going to lose them.
They're that long in there now. They're starting to.
Right. You got to put a stick in there at this point. Jeez. You have to be there by 6. Yeah, I get it. You're not going to just run out the door. You want some time in the morning.
Oh, there's always a great replay to watch later when you're relaxing and you need to see some Radio Jonesy and Shawnee Groves content. Hey, I love the way that we share, or not share. I love the way that we, what do they call it, when both of our channels are the same. When I get you as a collaborator, how that your video, because you put me as you collaborated with so many people. Now when I look at my homepage, that live where I come on as I was a passenger when I was driving my car on your hangout was that's in my feed.
So when you go to edit your channel later, when you're looking at like as me going on your channel, there's no home tab. You should add the home tab. It's just videos, shorts, lives, playlists, posts. So you need to edit that.
Well, I like it. I said, what's Shawnee doing on my homepage? And then
because it's not, I can't see me on your homepage when it's me as a viewer. You're seeing it as the channel owner, and I'm, hey Gandalf.
Oh, okay. So I got to click it, change it.
You have to put it in your customization of your channel.
We'll talk about that later.
Do that later.
Yeah. Hey Gandalf, good to see you, bro.
What's going on?
What is going on?
How's your weather? What you been doing? How's those peppers and tomatoes, Gandalf? Happy Monday evening.
Happy Tuesday lunchtime. Tuesday lunchtime. It is. Look at that. We got blue sky now. Honestly, this morning it rained. Like had to drive the lovely Mrs. Radio to work to where she goes to help out,
Mhm.
and it was pouring with rain. She said, "Lucky you're at home. You can drive me. I won't get wet." And I said, "Well, I wouldn't walk down in this pouring rain. I will wait for it to stop
Mhm.
because it's not like she's getting paid to go where
Just
she
get
goes.
there when you get there, y'all,
She
okay?
volunteers." But I tell you what, they run that shop as a big downtown
Pepper's good,
department
tomatoes not
store.
so much.
Oh man, they've got some good stuff.
Department store 'cause of clothes, you mean?
No, they got everything. They got beds and
Oh,
wardrobes and gardening equipment, like gardening equipment. Well, that's where I got the whippersnapper from. But
yes.
lots of air blowers.
What's
You
an
know,
air blower in
yeah,
Tasmania?
air blower.
A leaf blower?
Yeah, leaf blower.
Okay.
You call
I
it
didn't know if it meant fan or if it meant air
a
compressor.
it's air compressor. Who wants an air compressor these days?
I thought, well, we use one all the time in our business.
Okay, well there you go. I think times are changing. Yeah, it's amazing how like your part of the world and my part of the world, there can be so many things that are just that little bit askew, a little bit different, and you sort of ask me these silly questions. What's an air blower?
I
Okay,
forgot to say the
what's
chips
an air
thing. I gotta tell the kids the chips
uh,
thing still.
chips? Not that chips.
I got like 3 minutes and then I'm gonna bounce and I'll come back later.
No, you're right. All good.
We took him to the splash pad today. So we
Yep.
got that knocked out. Like we're good parents and having fun, right? Because it's free.
Tomatoes.
Yeah, the tomatoes are a struggle in the entire state of Minnesota right now, and so it's interesting to hear that Ohio is having issues too.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, when you do, well, later on when we chat,
Mhm.
we'll talk about the battle of the 4K, 1K
Sure.
challenge and the number, like not so much the numbers, but the way that you can sort of set yourself a goal to do it, and you either do it or you don't. So, and you won't know unless you give it a go. So,
Well, and
yeah, I
there's
wouldn't.
plenty of time.
There is.
Like,
There's still
why
months.
the people that are like, "Oh, I quit now."
Oh
Okay,
yeah. Have you?
bye.
All right.
I gotta
I
go though.
like.
Okay, so I'll talk to you
Okay, I'll
later.
talk to you later. Yeah, yeah. Thanks for popping in. Hey, I've checked out people's videos too. They say, this is my last video. There was a nice old fella doing rugby. He talks about the Springboks. He's from South Africa, and he talks about the rugby, and there's so much. There's a big market for rugby, I'm assuming, but people, yeah, okay, mate, they're having problems there as well. But when they talk about this is going to be my last video because I can't keep putting the effort in and getting such little reward. I don't know what they thought they were going to be in the first place, whether they're going to be like a TV station selling, $250 ads every half an hour or every 15 minutes. Have you ever worked in media when you work in radio and you're selling ad packages like that goes with your product, whatever whether it's a radio program, a TV show, or whatever, you sell them a block of time, whether it's 1 week, 3 months, 1 month, 6 months, and it's the longer you pay for, the cheaper it is, like everything. But it's not cheap. It could be $700 a week, and you're getting different slots in different, couple in prime time, couple in the middle of the day, couple in the evening. But it's pretty it's pretty good. And then you think about YouTube and you go, well, they're selling their stuff and we're getting our money as well. But it's if you think you're going to make money like that, you should be starting your own streaming service and your own setting it all up. Whereas here, look at this. I can go onto StreamYard, log on free, free. It's free for me to jump onto YouTube. I can say what I want to say as long as I'm not rude or whatever, and I am here basically for as long as they keep the stuff up in the cloud. Imagine how that must be expensive. Imagine where they store all this stuff, where it all goes, how it ends up being there, and for how long. It's I'm saving my videos into a folder as well, like onto a thumb drive, just for hits and giggles in case I need to re-upload somewhere else, or this might stop, and then you'd hate to lose all your stuff. Not for just for so you can pass it down and show the grandkids and the great grandkids, and this is your crazy grandfather who tried to garden on a bloody hill. That was like the ski jump. I am rethinking my garden tours. I am rethinking how my garden tours will be filmed. I see a lot of them at the moment. I haven't really got much of a tour to show, but that is, I only just discovered people were doing their monthly garden tours as a video. Like, being new to this sort of gardening themed channel, it was just pretty weird and wild watching everyone's. And obviously Bowties, you watch Bowtie and you get to see what he does and how he does it, and he's a natural performer. And that's I'm pretty sure Bowtie Gardening or whatever his channel's called. I just know him as Bowtie. What a brand. He started his channel gardening with a bow tie, hence the name of his channel. Yeah, so out in the real world of YouTube, all right, let's talk about where we all started in this journey. Right, Australian Radio Indie, which was a music channel for us to promote a radio station and to show live bands or bands that we like or bands that we want to promote out in the world and get their stuff heard somewhere else than from their own Bowtie Life. Thanks, Shawnee. Yeah, check out Bowtie Life. He's a cool dude. It's David, isn't it, at Bowtie? Yeah, and that's where I started the YouTube thing. And then these, like, we ran into the 2020s when the pandemic stuff and the COVID thing was, David, it is, yes, little things do stick in my head. I don't know why. But, hey, Steve, good to see you, buddy. Just on here whinging and whining about the 4K. I need 4,000. I need 1,000 subscribers. Come and help. But so the journey from Australian Radio Indie, which really was what we were all about, we were doing radio and promoting music. So we weren't even thinking about YouTube analytics or YouTube numbers. We didn't want to get monetized. We didn't want none of that stuff. So we were still doing that stuff there. And that channel is still live today. It does still exist, and I'm still promoting now and again. I've sort of fallen off the music bandwagon recently from about a year ago. I gave away a job I was doing in radio to focus on the YouTube journey, and now YouTube is overtaking my life and becoming a daily grind of enjoying producing, editing, filming, talking, playing, watching. And it is what you do. You turn your TV on these days. You do not turn on, like here we've got ABC, the government programming. We've got 7, 9 and 10, the big networks. And then we've got their offshoots of their main channels to their other stuff. And they, some of their stuff is you might as well watch it on YouTube. It's out on YouTube. What's the point of doing that? Watching it the way it used to be. Television used to be a nightly. Okay, at 7 o'clock, I have to watch something. I haven't checked the mail yet to see if the stickers are here. Well, they should be far away, my friend. And good to see you, mate. Welcome in. That's Pegs down on the southern side of the island. What we call you? Southeast, I'm assuming. That's what we're calling your area. If I'm northwest. But yeah, it went from the Australian Radio Indie, which is still there. If you want to go watch some fantastic bands we used to promote and watch, that's what we used to do. And then I started traveling around a bit and doing a few things. And I said, I'm going to start my own channel, which was Radio Jonesy on Tour, or On Tour with Radio Jonesy. The name has changed a couple of times. And that was the next journey of YouTube. And then I seen the growth, how that channel now has getting close to 5,000 subscribers. Are they still current subscribers? I don't think so, because I'm only getting like the handful of views. I don't really. I enjoy that side of things, of showing different regions, different areas. And then I thought, I was having a conversation with a couple of other YouTubers over in America, and one guy. We were discussing on like he was doing the homesteading stuff and saying, this is just too hard. It's too expensive to do new projects. You need cash to buy timber, to buy lumber, fixtures, screws and nails and gates and doors and hinges and all that sort of stuff, posts and wire and fencing. And so he was saying it was way too expensive. Hey, how you going, buddy? Friends come to visit. And he said he's going to start just talking to the camera and do talking head. And I said, well, you got a great voice and you got a format and a style. Just go for it. Like he is doing wonderfully well. I won't say who it is, but you've probably seen his videos. I'm sure he always talks. He's in. It used to be called Ouachita Living? Ouachita Mountain. He's changed the name a few things. Is it Wichita? Anyway, Arkansas. Big Mike, anyway. If you know Mike Dunn, he's a great guy. He does it so well, and he's doing very good numbers and supporting his. He's done that well. He's not given away. He's not receiving his military pension. He's getting too much money out of YouTube, so that's a really good thing. So he's enjoying it. He's saying to me to lift my game and do more talking head stuff. So I'm probably going to do a lot more of that. That is the Radio Jonesy channel. So, and then I've got Tasmania Island Life, and that is another channel. And those three channels are all monetized too, by the way. And Tasmania Island Life was going to be a vlogging channel, and the vlogging sort of didn't work with the numbers, but the driving around, people wanted to see the bloody camera in the cradle and drive somewhere. It worked. So I just kept doing it. So Tasmania Island Life has got a lot of drive around videos. A lot of them videos is me going somewhere for a reason, whether I'm going there to work, going to buy something at a supermarket, going to buy something at a hardware store. I put the camera in it, going to the tip, like the rubbish run in the, they don't call it a tip no more. They call it the waste disposal facilities, where you can go and recycle and get rid of stuff. And they're pretty cool places, to be honest. Not like the old days where I grew up out in the country. There was no garbage run. Everyone just bagged up their rubbish into a bin, put the bin in the back of the ute, drove it to the tip. It was usually a dugout. Council would dig out this side of a mountain, bit of a hole, and you just reverse your car close to the edge and throw your rubbish over the side, and then they'd just tip some dirt on top of it, fill it in, and then they'd keep moving this mountain or this area, and eventually that would turn into a park. But that was how it was done where I grew up. So, and people would go to the tip with some rubbish and come back with a lot more. Them days, you'd find parts for a bicycle or parts for a motorbike or tires for a car or all sorts of stuff. And it used to be like the meeting place on a Sunday morning where all the blokes would turn up and, how'd you going, Fred? Oh, I'm going good, John. What do you got there? Oh, I got a bit of rubbish. I'm throwing out this bookshelf. Oh, that bookshelf would go well in my whatever. And this stuff used to be, I'd be there with my father and all. It used to be one of those, I think they're called, right now there's a men's shed. Gandalf. Let's do this. Hang on. Wrong one. Gee willikers. Let me go. That one. Oh, come on. It's not working. Why aren't you working? Here we go. I'll just remove this for a sec. The postie was out the front again. Let's see if he comes. I'm pretty sure he stopped at our place anyway. He's gone up the hill a bit. Yeah, the tip shop down in Hobart has a lot of cheap materials for building. Yeah, mate, I might have to have a look at that myself. We got a tip shop here in Burnie. I'll need some stuff as well. I think I might. I've got some old aluminium. I got some old tin sheeting that I took down off a fence. I was thinking of putting some framework around that and make a bit of a couple of garden beds out of that. It's only going to waste. I might as well put a timber frame around it. But he's not there. Okay. That's the 12 o'clock alarm. It is officially midday here, and look at that beautiful weather we were having. It's cool and cloudy. Currently 13 degrees Celsius. Yeah, right now, but the man cave, there's a place here which is called the Men's Shed, and if you're retired or even if you're not retired, you can go down the Men's Shed. And it's a place to hang out, and just say you're at home like I am right now, and you're bored or you're lonely or you got no one around you in your day-to-day living. Just seeing if Charlie's hanging around. You can go down this place and there's a lot of guys down there and they take their whatever they want to fix, and there's tools and a few things there you can use, and there's experienced people down there that can assist you if you want to build something or make something. It's called the Men's Shed, and they were designed for your mental health, designed to be somewhere where you can go have a conversation, have a cup of tea, talk to somebody, do some helping, fixing, do some stuff like that. And they are really popular down here. So it's a pretty cool thing, but it is a place I haven't been to. It's right next to the recycling centre here, where I take my aluminium cans to get my change. Like I got a load of that outside too. So let's have a look at this. Let me have a look at my little Al Capone and just see. Okay, well, I'll give it another hour or so, but it says no jobs to display. That means obviously today, and that means probably tomorrow, but usually by 1 o'clock. If nothing comes in by 1 o'clock, you're pretty much free to do something again tomorrow. And if I am home and I'm free tomorrow, what is the weather? How's the weather going down your way, Pegs? Is it warming up? We're starting to get 15 up here. Starting to warm up a little bit more. So we're due for rain right now, it's saying, which maybe it's behind us. And then we're at 13 now. We're slowing down to focus. Come on. Doesn't want to focus, but we're going down to 12, and there we go. Going down to 12. Look at that. Feels like 13. Showers, highs of 13 to 15, and lows of 7 to 8. That's where we're at. Tomorrow will be interesting. Wednesday, we got sun in the morning and a 15-degree day. So we got Saturday, 16 on Saturday. We're gonna look at this forecast is looking great. Come on, camera, focus for me. There we go, focusing. That's the upcoming weather here. These are all Celsius. So for you in America, you'll have to do your own research. 17 on Sunday. 16. Look at that. Friday 15, Saturday 16, Sunday 17. Spring is in the air. Spring is in the air. Everywhere I look around. And it used to be a John Paul Young song, but it was Love is in the Air. It's not too bad. A bit overcast, yeah. Had the odd showers earlier today, but the sun is getting out, mate. You've got very much similar weather. But I love that. If there's one place I would like to live on the island for scenery, I reckon it's the East Coast. The East Coast has got some fantastic coastlines, like nooks and crannies and little islands offshore. And it just looks amazing. And like here, we can see all the way to Georgetown from the window right here. It's just a landmass, and today it looks a bit sea foggy. Hey, what about the new Spirit coming into Spirit number 4, was it? Or 4 come into Devonport Sunday. What's today? I seen it yesterday while we were down that way. Looks the same as the other ship, to be honest, but it's on the new loading ramp for the cars. So that's going to be fascinating to watch that sailing. The 5, I might do a sail to Victoria and a sail home, not even taking the car, just for the sake of going on the ship or the ferry. It would be pretty cool. Go over in the day and come back at night would be the plan. Just to spend time on the boat, not to worry about getting off in Manly. Not to worry about getting off in Melbourne. Barely hit 21C here today, dropping to 12 tonight. Well, welcome to my temperature right now. There goes the postie down the hill. And it's not normal for August. Well, that's no good, mate. That's a good part of Tassie. Can get around the state easily and lots of things to see. That's the good part of Tassie. It's exactly right. Like the Northwest. I love the Northwest here, maybe because this is where we based ourselves. But I just liked getting away from the hustle and bustle of the city of. I did not want to go into Hobart. I just thought Hobart was just too big. But like I would have if I could have. I would have went down there if I could have, if that right house was available, and the shop. The 3 things that we looked for was a view, a walk to a shop or walk to shops, and a hospital. They were the 3 things we looked for. And then we just seen a few options up here The thing about Tasmania too, sometimes you can't find a Charlie, don't bring that toy in here, buddy. What are you doing, mate? You can't look at this poor little. He needs to go to the Poochie parlor. Look at this little fella. Charlie, what are you doing? Yeah, he's who are you barking at? He's playing with his toy out there. Oh no, he does not like the printer. The printer is his arch enemy. Why? The printer's making funny noises. Charlie, leave the printer alone. No, the printer's got his ball. That's what he's whinging about. Hang on. Charlie, leave that ball alone. Okay. I just created a monster with the ball. If he starts playing with that, we're in a bit of trouble. Okay, we spent 18 years around Dodgers Ferry and sold up to move here. Dodgers is a nice area too. Man, there is so many nice areas. I was out in I was in Launceston the other day and I filmed the park, the city park. Beautiful location, lovely old houses. That city's, over 200-year-old, and there's some really nice old properties there. But I still got the vibe of a few people hustling and bustling around 3 o'clock in the afternoon, racing to the schools or racing to the job or racing to get home from work or whatever it was. It just, you don't get that vibe up here. Everyone's more relaxed and everything's open and slow paced. Like schools are just up the road. There's no need to go at 100 miles an hour and zigzag around traffic lights and cut in front of you. Whereas in Lonnie, when I was running from the city to the airport, I just got a few of that, bit of the young blokes in P plates doing the old zigzagging through the traffic, doing their thing. And sure enough, I used to do that myself, but years ago. But mate, up here, I don't know whether it's the straight roads or the dual lanes. Everyone keeps to the left. I don't know what it is, but it does not seem to have that attitude here. And even further you go up, it's even more chill, more relaxed. You hit Stanley, like everyone's living in the past. You go to Smithton, and it's like one big slow country town. And g'day, mate. How's it hanging? G'day, Cobber. What's going on today, my friend? That sort of conversation. And it's quite enjoyable. I quite like this part of Tasmania, how it's just, if you just don't want to talk and you move on, most people, if you make eye contact with somebody in Tassie, they're obviously going to say, how you going? G'day, mate. What's going on? And I found don't we all, my friend? I was born in the country, and that's probably why I like this side of town. This side of town, I say, but this side of the island. But look at the picture, right? The screen right now is right. The city is in front of me there. I've got City Park, Emu Bay to the right there. It's just and birds flying around. People like the lovely neighbours I got. Well, like for instance, last night I put the rubbish out. They didn't have their bins out, so I walked into their front yard, grabbed their rubbish bins, and dragged them out for them. And today, when we were heading out this morning, someone's obviously the neighbours picked my bins up from where they were and put them back to the spot in my property. He's probably said, "Well, I'll just tidy his stuff up because he put mine out last night, or he might have forgot, or that sort of thing happens here a lot." And everything's just that little slower, a little cooler, more relaxed. And like the park run on the Saturday when I do the walk, man, I am tired. I am busting these old overweight bones to get. I'm racing myself, so I walk to the 5K course, and then I get back and I get my time and I look at did I beat my time last week? Like last week was very windy. There was a huge wind coming from the northwest, so it was sort of blowing towards you as you started your walk, and it really you had to lean into. You know, when it's that windy, you got to lean into it and walk, sort of leaning. I was doing that. Coming home too, but it was behind you, and I was sort of giving you a bit of a push along. Been playing with a pen. Yeah, but people, and I'm one of the last out of the 230 that race. I'm probably number 220 finishing, and I've actually they give you all this. That's the beauty of that joint. They give you all the facts and figures and stats. And you get it all digitally recorded, and they send it to you in an email. And congratulations, you come 8th in your age group. And there was one guy who was over 89 was racing, well, walking. And I seen him finish. He finished in front of me. He was 89, and he done that walk, and I was puffing and panting and struggling to get there, and doing my thing. I'm going to get, this is my new ideas that I'm getting the camera that just sits on your clothing, and I'm going to walk the race, and it takes about 50 minutes, give or take 5 minutes for me for 5Ks, and that's best I can go at the moment. A lot of people are doing it a lot quicker than me, but I'm going to film the journey and not going to talk, just going to walk it, and you'll hear, and I'm going to upload them videos because they said you can, because if you don't want to be filmed, you've got to sign this deal. There's a thing in there in this park run that if you don't want to be captured on film, please let us know, and you get told. And then when you say they don't want anybody, they can't really control it, but if you're respectful, you get told this person does not want to be seen on film, and you don't film. And if you are filming it, they ask you to take it down if you've filmed it already. There is a bit of a procedure in place. So the plan for me is just to film, have the camera sitting there on my shirt as I'm walking, and maybe even on the hat, clipped up here as I'm walking, and just capture the views, the scenery, the people whizzing past you, the other people when they're coming back. I think people will enjoy it. I watched Nick Nimmin, the YouTuber, him and his brother D. They do Saturday explaining stuff, and one person does a walkabout in beautiful locations of all around the world, but she's in New Zealand at the moment filming this wonderful areas of New Zealand, and I'm looking at her. I went to her channel and thought, you know what, this is just like Tasmania, and they told her, you've got beautiful scenery, you've got lovely content, let's have a look. And then he said, your introductions is like, hi, it's me, I'm Jonesy, I'm going on this walk today, we're going to walk down here, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, let's get on with it, and here we go, that sort of thing. Well, people just dropped off the analytics. Like, they said, I don't want to watch this woman talk about walking down the, and then they showed other analytics of her not saying a thing and just walking. and up through the roof. So her thing was her coaching was told, start doing videos without talking. Just show the scenery. People want to experience being there through that camera's lens and hearing the noises, hearing the people, other people talking, hearing cars going by, hearing coffee cups dangling. And that just lit, went light bulb. Oh, I could do that. That could be my Tasmania ASMR. I started that channel 3 or 4 years ago, and that's a bit of a flop. There's some really cool videos on that channel, and it's easy to do. It will get me fit. I couldn't do it in the past because I could not walk for that amount of time. Like when I done Tasmania ASMR for the noises I was walking on the beach. It was called. I did it twice. I got a channel. These are 2 other channels I got. Tasmania Sounds, which used to be Tasmania ASMR, and Beach Feed. So the same day I would go to the beach for a walk to try to get my health back. This is when I was really, really out of fitness. Could not do a 5K walk for love or money. I could not walk up the beach. I'd have to stop. And that's what I did. I walked and then I stopped. So I walked a bit and said, yeah, welcome to Beach Feed, blah, blah, blah. Here we go. And we'd walk so far and then I was knackered. I had to stop. The camera would just film the beach. And that was Tasmania ASMR. And that's what I used to do. And I did that because that was my fitness levels. That's all I could do. And that's what but now I can move, 5K. I don't have to walk that pace that I walk the 5K in. And I can wander around Burnie on a busy sort of shopping day or on a wet, rainy night. And I can walk around Devonport. I can walk around Launceston. I can go down to Hobart. I can walk over the bridge. I can do all these things that people might want to watch and just start another channel, but get fit or not start another channel, reinvent my channel that I've already got a few hundred subscribers on and just continue the gameplay there. Look, Andy's come in. A Walker K would be nice. Good on you, mate. You can, you be able to walk a K. Andy's had I won't say a spine replacement, but he's had some back surgery and a hip replacement. He's got plenty of spine. He's got plenty of ticker, the old Andy, the old collective. Go over to his channel. Good friend of mine, Andy. He's got some fantastic, his old band. He can't do it as yet. All right, mate. Well, I'm sure when you come down here, mate, we'll be wandering around slowly on the sand or sitting down somewhere, moving around. You can watch me do a few laps at the beach. But get to Andy's channel, watch his, he's got an album out. The album is called Eleanor's Curse, which is a great story to that. And some fantastic covers, some fantastic reworked covers. Like they're not just re-singing somebody else's song. They completely changed it to suit the band. Yeah, the old collective's got one more ride to do. He started a new band, and they're going to be called, what's the new band going to be called, Andy? It's going to be called something weird and wonderful. Well, one more at the bridge will be. We'll have to film that one properly, not just with their dodgy camera systems. We'll have to get a proper setup and film it correctly to do it right. Yeah, that's the word. Look at this for a band. Have a go at this. Snagglepuss Walk. That's a good name for a channel. That's a good name for a walking channel. And let me say, I've already I've already started that channel brand, not brand, but name. You know, when I do things, I go all in, unfortunately. I'm one of them guys who just jumps in at the time and let me get down to it. So I have a channel. It's got one video. Oh no, it's got two videos. I was going to do something different with it, but this is going to be the walking channel. It's got one subscriber, Just Walking Taz. But I'm gonna do the no talking thing instead of that. That was just a video I did of the park run. Look at that, 15 views. I don't even look at this. Yeah. Anyway, let's go to the analytics. Let's have a look at this. Analytics for that channel. I got 14 views. I got hit that. I've got one subscriber, one video upload. I've got no watch hours watched. I love the challenge. Look at that. No qualified watch hours. Oh, man. Anyway, that's just something I'm. Hey, I bumped into a guy that guy I was working with yesterday loves MySex. Been following them for years. Ooh, Muzz said yes. Awesome. Muzz plays Don't Throw Stones. Yeah, I love that song from the Sports. Yeah, well, I bumped a guy I was working with. He had a Kiwi tone to his voice, and I said, "You haven't remember the band MySex, do you?" And he said, "Oh, I love them guys." And then I just gave him the spiel that, "Oh yeah, well, I've met Murray Burns. He's a nice guy, and a good friend of a friend of mine, and hung out at his house a couple of times, and go see him live every chance we get. We used to go all the time. Now it's seen him down here at Shearwater." And he goes, "You're kidding? They played at Shearwater?" I said, "Oh, yeah, mate, you missed it, eh?" He said, he did not even know. He thought they finished. He didn't even know the newer albums. He didn't know nothing about Steve Balby. I opened his eyes up. He says, "Oh man, I'll be into this tonight as soon as I get home." So yeah, it's amazing. Hey, like the old bands, like there they are. Whoop. There we go. MySex from the album. Look at the creepy fingers. The Space Race. (1980) Space Race. How time flies. Charlie's just laying down on the ground behind me. Yeah, so it's been an interesting YouTube journey for me, from trying a number of things, starting off via the radio thing and doing all that sort of stuff, to being where I am now, like to physically have 3 channels. Technically, they're all monetized at the top rate, not the lower rate. And knowing you can get some half decent money from a good video that got 12,000 views, it's not like a lot of money, but you know, when you're making $10 a day and it just keeps going up, another $10, here's another $12 the next day, here's another $10 from that one video that's doing well, and you go, man, look at these bigger channels. I would love to get those coming out every day, and then just doing this full time. You know, like doing this part time. That's the best way of saying it. And having fun doing it. Like, I'm doing these channels, the gardening channel. I'm actually fixing my property, and I'm motivated now. I've got a reason to do it, and I'm out there fixing things and growing plants and doing my stuff, putting seeds in the ground. And how much enjoyment do you get? It's got to be something tribal in your DNA to put seeds in the ground and watch them grow and eat what you grow and grow every day in every way. All that sort of mumbo jumbo that we all talk about is fantastic, and it definitely. I look at the seeds now. I'm going. Onions are going really well out there. Peas, the beans are starting to come up now. The broad beans, as well as no, just the broad beans. The bush beans haven't germinated as yet. Over here to my left, I have a couple of. I got about 10. What have I got there? 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 28. Yeah, 28 seedling trays, dishes or pods. Yeah, pods is the word. I don't know. What is the word, Shawnee? I just want to know, Shawnee. Look at that. Just sitting there on the windowsill. There's 10 that have come up. So I haven't had no luck with my capsicums. These are capsicums. And hopefully they will just, let me just adjust the cable. Look at them now. They're just sitting in there happy. There's 2 there. There's 2 little ones there. There's a couple of smaller ones right down the front. Anyway, I'm enjoying doing that journey, and they're very much having. That's my new way of moving the camera without getting people seasick. Yes. It's odd. Some channels get lots of subs and views, like Jack's Adventures, for showing abandoned homes he's rebuilding. He's just an interesting dude. And let me say that I watch his channel. It comes into my feed now every day, and I don't know, I'm into it. I'm into watching the young bloke succeed and doing what he's doing. But I do. Hang on, got to get this camera right. Sorry about this. Yeah, but and to get 300, like 1,000 subscribers or whatever he's got, there's just an interest there. That is the new sort of thing. People, you know what it is, mate? I'll tell you what it is right now. It is the cost of living is outrageous, right? Ooh, here we go. That's my Wednesday now booked. It's come in. I have been confirmed on a ticket. Yep. Going to the country. You're going to eat me a lot of peaches. Yeah. Anthony, David. Yep. Okay. Going up to Zion tomorrow. I'm not. Tomorrow. Oh dang! But it's 8:30 start. 2 hours to get there. 6:30 to leave. Okay. I knew that would happen. Anyway. Yes, I watch his videos weekly too. Yeah. See, what's happening there is the cost of living crisis. He's saying abandoned house for 19,000 USD. So now people are thinking, crikey, for 19,000 I can get myself a house in like in Japan and live out my life there, I can do, yeah, and the value for your dollar is better. Message. Yep. We're working on the Xi'an Highway. Yeah, be fun. Site 2. Site 2. Let me have a look. There's a couple of jobs. This is the thing about working casual. You never know what you're up to. It's always a mystery. Oh, well, always fun. Good people up there, let me say that. Working for them people up there. Hey, the other day we turned Strawn completely off of power. We got rid of everyone's power out of the whole town. No one had, unless they had a generator or no one had power. That was pretty bizarre. Watching everybody talk to you. I see a lot of people doing similar things, moving to Japan, etc. Cost of living compared to us here. Yeah, my daughter just come back from Japan. Flew back in on Thursday. Had a great time. Like 3 of them went. They all checked out the housing. They checked out a few other things, and they just enjoyed their time. And she said the same thing. She said, all you get, unless you got a job, which she could do English teaching or something like that, unless you've got a job, you're only allowed 6 months there, and you got to do it over a gap. So you're allowed 3 months as a tourist, and then you've got to get out of the country somewhere, and then you can come back in for another 3 months, and then your 12 months are up. Like you can only do 6. You got to have 6 months out of the country. So if you buy a house there, like picture a house, I don't know, Queenstown, or picture somewhere inexpensive in Tassie. You could sell your property here, buy a cheaper property in Tassie, pay cash for a house over there, and then spend your retirement, like in 6 months or 3 months there, and then 3 months back, and then go over there again and spend the snow season in the ski slopes, or depending on where you purchase your property. It'd be a pretty cool adventure. There's other people like full-time YouTubers who travel, and their channels are all about travel, like Backpacker Ben, people like that. He's got an apartment in. I'll get this wrong. It's somewhere in the south of England, whether it's Southampton or somewhere around there. But he's in England maybe only 2 months of the year, and the rest of the year he's out in India and Japan and China and Cuba. Who would go to Cuba these days? Anyway, a lot of these YouTubers are doing this and buying houses in places like the Ukraine because they're cheap. But if you've got income coming in through like this, doing YouTube, you could successfully do it, and you do not have to be stuck in the grind of the 9 to 5 anymore. I think working remotely now is a real deal thing, and it's a thing you can do. It is what we're going to. I like to work remotely from here, doing what I do. But hey, I'll tell you what, we've gone for an hour and a half. Give us half an hour buying in Bolivia and Colombia. Yeah. I hear you, Andy. You just need that income to be coming in, because I don't think the Australian pension travels. Or it might travel. Don't think it does, but actually, I had someone saying it did go to Thailand for whatever reason. Anyway, Hey, I'm going to end this live here, but give me 30 minutes and I'll be going back live again and we'll talk. Shawnee wants to come back later. So I'll come back in just after 1 p.m. I'll schedule it right about as soon as I finish here. I'll go get some lunch. I'll come back. I've got more to share about the 1K, 4K journey. So thanks, guys, for popping in now. And we will end this one, but I will definitely be coming back because I want the watch hours, and I've actually got somewhere to go tomorrow. I got a job. Thanks, Gandalf. Talk to you soon. Until we meet again, ciao. Do these buttons work?